Hello, just a quick hello. I just wanted to say there's different names that Satan carried through the ages, and the reason why the book in Enoch wasn't in the Holy Bible, especially the King James, and that's because that's one of Satan's name. There's Enoch, Noah, Paul, Saul, for instance. And the way you would find out that is to go back to Hebrew and Aramaic and cross reference the names and see what all the definitions are, and then come back to English and look up all the definitions that you found there. I'm not kidding. This is true. And and I've heard a lot of people going to study Enoch lately, and it's not that everything wasn't commanded by God. That's not the issue. It's just, when you're referencing them books, to look a little deeper into the languages and understand if God will tell you in your heart if something just isn't sitting right, He should. And then I kind of wanted to talk to you about uh, people that we love that um, aren't aren't of our nature. I guess is a nice way to put it. Um, it's like if they're in kindergarten and you're in the 12th grade, you kind of don't hang together. You're not in the same class, so it's not like class like you're classier than somebody. It's just that they're a newer spirit, excuse my shaking, and they've been infected by satanistic crap. So it's not like you're never going to see your loved ones again, and it's not like you're not going to know they're okay and everything, but they may not be going exactly with you at that exact moment. But is their soul forever worth not standing up for right than letting them go entirely? That's what I had to ask myself with my own children, is are their souls worth, and is my soul worth ignoring this, or are they worth me standing my ground and saving their souls? Because you can do that for your family. You can make it easier and seem sooner just by standing your ground, you know. So, anyway, I was outside today and I got all my there's like poison oak and itchweed and nettles and all those country things I chopped out of the yard because they're, everybody's mostly allergic to stuff like that. So, except nettles, I guess some people can use it like in lotions and different things, and but I wouldn't. I don't anyway. But yeah. Um. Oh, I don't know what else is on my mind. It's been a little odd lately as far as the feeling in the air. Like I feel God is closer, and I know He's angry and upset and hurt. And speaking of hurt, I had a cat a hair in my eye. Well, my eyes with my allergies, all puff and then slender down. So I never know. But yeah. Anyway, but yeah, I was rubbing it earlier and then I went and rinsed it with some water. I'm allergic to my cat, but I love her anyway. you know, she's a good mouser. And that's not the only reason. She's a nice girl, really good girl. And, oh, my dog was itching. um, yeah, it's 82 in the shade today. And, it was hot out when I went, but well, I was out a few times, but when I started chopping stuff, it was about, I think about 2 o'clock maybe. And then I came in and put all my dirty clothes right in the washer. You gotta, because of the oils. So, yeah, and jumped in the shower so I wouldn't get any itches on me. And the wind was kind of breezy, so I tried to stand on the other side of the breeze so all the oils would go the other direction. And so, yeah, there was a lot of them, especially on this one side of the hill that we have. So, yeah. And then I saw a miracle. I saw two blueberry bushes, two different kinds that I had bought so they could cross pollinate, that I put stakes by, well, sticks actually, and Doug at one time mowed them over. Well, then I went out and I was chopping these things today, and I seen these two little plants, and I'm looking like, dang, that's my old garden spot, and there they are. So they must have been really tiny in the grass for many, many years, because I'm going to say maybe even 20 years. So, but they don't have any berries. Well, the birds could get them real quick anyway. So, yeah, and they're up next to a building that we're constructing in the middle of. So, yeah, this place will look a lot different with siding when it gets there. You know, it's a trailer with an addition. The addition's quite huge, and we're going to extend that and make it just square with an entryway and wood siding, and it'll be quite beautiful. But everything takes money, and we're not the kind of people to put stuff on charge cards like that at all. So we only have one for our business, and buying materials, and that's it. Not for any kind of luxuries or any kind of, I've got to get this so it looks as pretty as the neighbors, or none of that crap. Not for a car, not for clothes, not for nothing. It would have to be a direct emergency. We've had a couple of them, but yeah. So I know it's tough, you know. I'm just really glad that um, working as hard as I had to in life is over. you know. So that that happens in life, which, and it's good. Boy, I was so disgusted yesterday. I had to really take a break. There was this one so-called Christian man that I know this woman personally, well, not personally, but from the internet, can be a bit trying, and I won't even say her name, but he said, and I was going to help this guy, and he said that he could smell her privates from like where he was. I think he's like in Canada or something. And I'm like, you are so disgusting. I'm thinking, man, am I ever glad I didn't help you? I told Doug, I said, I'm so glad that I didn't give that dude my clothes money. I mean, I got pretty close too. It's just that I want to get some that are like kick around clothes. That's what I like most. So, I mean, I got tons of jeans and dresses and all that type of stuff, but I could use some more shorts and um, t-shirts and socks, underwears and stuff. So I was going to send him my money for that, and it's like, whoa, am I ever glad I didn't? Yeah. So God takes care of his people. Yeah, so don't worry about your loved ones. I mean, they are going to eventually be okay. I mean, well, there are demons that will burn forever, but that's their issue. But all of God's blood, all of his children, they're going to be okay. So I would say, um, just rest assured that the time will go quicker and the separation won't be as severe, because there is no pain after that. So just keep that in mind, please. Oh, that's bad, lady. Oh, that's better. So, hey, Letty. Love you, girl. How you doing down there? I love all you guys. I'm really lucky. I have some very, very intelligent, sweet, and nice people. And even if they don't title themselves Christians, God in your heart is the same thing. So, whatever we call it, we're all brothers and sisters like that. So, yeah. Well, I'm going to get off. I just wanted to blurt that Enoch stuff out at you. And I mean, it's not a big deal if you read it. Just remember who wrote it and who he is. And, and like I say, everything's from God like that. So that isn't a concern like that. I mean, good is good. So it's just a mix up of all the names that really irks me. and guys that are probably have God in their heart, but they get pushed and pushed. And yeah, I was swearing, but like there's a certain line you just don't cross with another human being, you know. And I know, like I said, this woman is very trying. She tried my patience too, and it's like, yeah, but I didn't swear at her, and I didn't lose my temper, you know, and I rarely do that with another woman anyway. Mostly it's the guys that will irk me. I'll just say it like it is because they just don't seem to give a shit about anybody but themselves, and that seems to give them a strength, like they think they're like of God like that, like I'm strong. That's why um it spurs me on to be even stronger in every way, because it's like, you know what? Chicken butt. No, I couldn't help it. My kids would say that. And then I heard somebody saying, "Oh, Bob Pies and Cakes." He said, like my oldest son, I couldn't believe it, and he's blonde blue. No, Bob has brown eyes. That's right. But Luke, anyway, he goes Snikey. My kids used to say when they were little, you know, and maybe it was off of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. He used to draw them. Luke did. He didn't think he was a good artist, but he drew every single one of them freehand, and he would draw the most beautiful roses. And his friend taught him, and he didn't think his roses were as good as his friends. So it's like, well, Luke, they're beautiful, you know. But so anyway, I'm going to cut this short, or cut it off here so I don't get cut off, and say I love you. I'm not sure if I'll be back or not. I do have a few other things on my mind, but had to get that Enoch thing out there. So uh, if somebody wants to give me flack, I'm like even way past that, I think, because I know the amount of study I put into stuff, and when everything starts coming out and opening up without any interferences and people that really don't know. If you don't know, you don't know, you know. So that's how I felt when I didn't know. I didn't know, and now I know better. So okay, you guys, peace and love from Pine City. Have a most gracious night, and God bless your night.